Everybody consider that they familiar with Snow White. Is it? Today you will all witness Snow White new story which no one ever imagined before. 7 rainbow tiny dwarf take her on a beautiful fairy tale journey in today video, so not miss this video and watch till end. Hello friends, long ago, there was a caring and pretty girl named Snow White living in a cheerful empire which full of blossom and melody. Snow White had beautiful glossy hairs just like nightfall atmosphere and had eye which fizzled like sunrise precipitation. She was so much popular and loved one in entire empire because of her caring and loving nature. Also birdies sings with Snow White. But there was one person in the entire empire who not liked Snow White, and that was Empress of that empire. The magical hand glass which always predicted the truth hold by that queen. Once she requested, "Hey magic glass in this empire, who is the most respected and beautiful person?" Then magic glass responded, "Most adored and beautiful person in this empire is Snow White." Empress' face became red and all body shivering due to anger. Empress replied to magic mirror, "In this case, if each person here loves Snow White too much, then I will make sure that Snow White left this empire and go from here forever, so everybody disremembers Snow White." Empress ordered his guards to kidnap Snow White and either kill her or throw Snow White far away in jungle so she never come back again in this empire. Guards kept eyes on Snow White activities, and when they found that Snow White alone going to pick fruits from trees in jungle, then guards followed Snow White and attacked her. Snow White understood the danger. Snow White ran very fast in jungle and lost the way. Snow White looked back but guards nowhere. She walked because of moonshine. Also bushes helped her to build up courage by said. Snow White not scared. She continued to walking until she reached a small but beautiful hut. When Snow White entered into hut, there she met with 7 small dwarf, and these all 7 dwarf used cap with diverse shade. These 7 dwarf not only small but looked like colorful layers of skies. They all introduced themselves to Snow White as Jimmy, Ricky, Hardy, Smarty, Joni, Bingo and Timmy. Snow White told them what happened to her and she lost the way to home. After listening story of Snow White, all 7 dwarf agreed to help her and allowed her to stay there. But they put one condition to Snow White, that we allow you to stay but you must be happy and smirk, especially after sunrise. On the other hand, guards looked Snow White a lot but could not find her, so they went back to palace and informed the Empress with a lie that they throw Snow White far away and now she can never be back again in this empire. Empress became very happy, but people of empire missed Snow White too much. After few months, one day Empress again asked Magic Glass about who is the most loved and beautiful in this empire. Then Magic Glass replied, "It's Snow White." Empress became shocked and angry. Empress asked Magic Glass, "Where is Snow White now?" Magic Glass showed the dwarf's hut where Snow White was living. Empress decided to kill the Snow White now. Soon, Empress outfitted like fruit suppliers and carried a poison apple, that apple shining. Then Empress reached the 7 dwarf hut and knocked the door. Snow White out and Empress asked to bought this shining apple because it's very tasty. Snow White ate that apple and immediately sleep. Empress laughed like evil. After few minutes 7 dwarf reached home and saw Snow White condition. They yelled and said Snow White became like pebble. 7 dwarfs stand in circle around Snow White by holding each other hand and start singing their colorful melody. Color cheerful, color right, give us our Snow White back, you our sweetheart. Suddenly a magical light with different colors made all hut bright, just like stars shining everywhere, and then magic happens and Snow White opened her eyes. She smiled and thanked her 7 friends by giving them hug. On the other hand, when Empress came to know that Snow White's still alive, she broke in the magic glass. Empress understood that true love is much bigger than suspicion. Empress became kind with people of her empire. Snow White happily lived with her best 7 dwarfs friend. I hope you all like this story. If yes, then subscribe my channel. Like, share and comments. See you soon with another adventure of Snow White and other interesting animated stories. Till then, be happy and smile.